Hi there, this is Michael Kies, and this week I want to talk to you about skill. Now, not in the traditional you need to improve your skills to be better that many educators speak about. This can be confusing and too broad. I found that by using my techniques for identifying and fixing our limiting skills, we can be just one skill away from great success in real estate. A client of mine came to me and she had 32 properties on the market in Warrnambool, but none of them were selling. She was prospecting hard, she was great at listing, and I know she was a great negotiator, but she was down and out because the month before she had sold 0 properties. We spent some time on the phone working on a limiting skill, and the next month she was able to sell 6 of those listings, and this took her from the bottom salesperson in the office to the top salesperson in the office within 1 month. So today we're going to discuss the limiting skill and the 3 tools I use to help her and other people to identify theirs, fix it, and prosper. But even if a person has an A1 attitude, if they don't combine it with improving their limiting skill, they make life very difficult for themselves. Let's look at this closer. A salesperson may be likable and trustworthy, but unless they have the skill to lead the vendor to make the decision that's best for them, then they will not list many properties. If a salesperson can list at a ratio of 90 to 100%, but they refuse to prospect, so they don't attend many appointments, success will just pass them by. If a salesperson can list a lot of properties, but has trouble listing them at the right price and getting them sold, this will result in a lot of withdrawn properties, and not only withdrawn properties, but unhappy clients and a bad reputation. So do you see what I mean? There are 4 key selling areas, and each is a link in the chain. Number 1, prospecting. Agents who can't prospect don't list as much as they could, and it's simple as that. These guys can't progress to the next stage, and often they don't see any success in real estate. Number 2, listings. Agents with low listing appointments to listed property ratios have low sales figures. These guys don't convert enough to see success. Number 3 is price reductions. If an agent can't reduce, and they have to reduce in many markets around Australia at the moment, they end up with a lot of listings, but also a lot of withdrawals. And, as I said before, unhappy clients. Number 4 is selling. If you can't negotiate, you'll be pipped at the post and some other agent will walk in, relist the house and sell it. So you've got to be able to prospect, list, reduce and sell and negotiate. Do you see how it's essential that we must identify our limiting skill? If we don't, we can't progress to the next stage. And the only time we get paid, and we get referrals, and we get marketing fodder to use, testimonials, and good word of mouth, is when we sell a property. Any weakness in the steps along the way will result in reduced sales. The salesperson who gets this right is making at least 1 sale per week and feeling really good about their career and life. They're on their way to financial freedom. It's much harder to make low or no sales than it is to make many sales, because when you're not making many sales, you're demotivated. But when you're listing 2 properties per week and making a sale per week, you feel motivated. And it won't be long before you climb to making 6 sales per month and then even 8 sales per month. And how are you going to feel when you start making 8 sales a month? The ones who have mastered their limiting skills are the ones who go to a listing appointment where 4 other agents have been there and they list it. They're making between 4 to 8 sales per month, but they prospect and maintain their contacts in the meantime, knowing that they need to keep their pipeline full. They reduce property prices at will because they know that it will help the vendor get happily moved and on with their lives, because they honestly believe that that is in the best interest of the vendor. As I was saying before, an excellent agent and client of mine, Linda from Warrnambool, came into my life in an advantageous position, but she didn't know it. She needed help. See, she had 32 listed properties, but none of them were selling. She was prospecting hard. She was a great lister, and I knew she was a great negotiator. The month before, she sold 0 properties. Then after we spent some time identifying what her limiting skill was, and that was reducing, she sold 6 of those properties the next month. She worked really hard implementing my strategies to upskill on price reductions, and it had a dramatic impact on her career. She went from the bottom performing agent in her office to the top performing agent in her office within 1 month. So here are 3 steps to implementing a turnaround by identifying your limiting skill. Step 1, look for resistance. As human beings, we don't like to be bad at anything. We naturally want to be a winner. Look at each area of the sales process. Which area creates the most inner resistance for you? Where do you feel most uncomfortable? Maybe you have some natural fear around prospecting. Maybe you don't want to let your vendors down with the price reduction. Maybe past results at listing presentations put you off. When you look through the process, which area causes you the most discomfort inside? And usually that area is your limiting skill. Now, yes, that can be uncomfortable. But what's more uncomfortable is spending your entire career just one skill away from, say, 6 or 8 sales per month, and it was 6 sales in Linda's case. So step number 2, identify. So it could be prospecting, listing, reducing or selling. But let's go deeper. What exactly about prospecting causes resistance? What part of the listing presentation presents a challenge? What inside you objects to price reductions? Step number 3, what do you need to do to master that limiting skill? What resources do you need? What strategies will help you move forward from here? You see, it's like the gold miner who gave up just 3 feet away from a massive gold deposit. We know that success is inside us. It's up to us to uncover what is holding us back so that you can find out what that is and improve on it. If you want to know more about this, I've recorded a full 1-hour training session designed to help agents to add an extra $100,000 in personal income over a period of 12 months. So just visit michaelkies.com.au to view the session. It's free. Now, I wish you every success in real estate. Until next time, this is Michael Kies.